How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today, we are playing a Bruvac deck, and we are a mill deck today. So, the main spur that brought on this deck building decision at this point in time was that Fraying Sanity was printed into the format, and Fraying Sanity, it was an Innistrad card. It was not returned to Innistrad, or the Shadows over Innistrad block, but the block that came after that. And it didn't come in the remastered version that we got here in Arena, but Enchanting Tales did add it in later on. I'm excited to see if it helps out the mill deck any. Like, the mill deck is already fairly strong. Like, you have Bruvac, you have a couple of really good instant sorceries, and then you loop them, basically. Up against Gishas. That is a hard word to say. Who is a dinosaur commander. A well-known, well-loved dinosaur commander. I don't know their fate as of March of the Machines Aftermath. One of the dinosaurs, a Tally, showed up in what do you call it? The March of the Machines set as a Phyrexian. So I don't know if there is a Belligerent Regisar. I guess we don't get Sanctuary value, but you can't always get Sanctuary value, unfortunately. I wish I could. So Bruvac turns this into a mill 6, which is kind of nice. We might have to wait to actually play it. We might just go to Key to the Archive, so that way we can Bruvac and ramp in one turn, and hopefully get value out of things that way. Our opponent might have kept a greedy hand, and they are regretting their life choices at the moment. And that's where I think we're at. I think, nope, okay. A little bit greedy, not fully greedy. Okay. I think our opponent wanted to play the Dino, but you can't always have the Dino. Take a Day of Judgment, and the counterspell can go. This isn't the one that untaps upon cast, so I'm not too worried about it. It is a hasty threat, but, you know. Do a little bit of ramping. They are 1 mana off. Yes, we get their commanders next turn. They're 2 mana off. Kindling Stone is really expensive, but I love it. I wanted to do things, and it never does, and it makes me sad. Okay. Well, let's mill a tad. A little more ramping. Wrath the board. And this should set up Jace the Perfected Mind to come down and hopefully do something. You. Opponent. So the no Atali allowed zone. We are particularly bad against Atali. Okay. You gonna exploit the scab? Any good instance or sorceries? am I doing? I only have two. I only have two. Bit rough. Let's go full price. We can pay. Almost. We were one card off. Jace is gonna die, but that should be fine. Let. So is it only off Avatar? Okay, so I'll block there. My tree? There's nothing really of value there. I will draw 3 cards though. They were all lands. Hurrah. The 4th land? Just what I wanted to see. Alright, Aberrant is what I'm after. We are dead though. We are just dead, but it was fun. Opponent. How many cards did we do? We did over half. We got through over half of our opponent's library. So if we had gotten a 10 or higher and had mana left over for our Aberrant, if it wasn't 5 cards deep instead of 4 cards deep, we would have been able to get back the Day of Judgment and then just Day of Judgment again. And that would have stabilized again, but didn't quite get there. It's a bit of a shame. I don't know. In Magic the Gathering news, because you know I watch and play a lot of Magic the Gathering, Commander decks are being previewed at the moment, and they're Doctor Who Commander decks. And I love me some Doctor Who. But to say I have watched all of new Doctor Who and most of old Doctor Who. For those of you who don't know, the show was split up into old Doctor Who and new Doctor Who because it essentially got canceled in the 80s and then resurrected in 2005. So new Who 2005 and up, old Who 80s down, basically. I don't really want to mill A, but yeah, we can start off the train. See what our opponent's working with. We milled 5 lands. No, we milled 6 lands. That spur of the moment mill has gotta be one of the greatest I've ever seen. Let's hope our opponent, okay, never mind. Never mind. Bruvac is here. He likes to mill. We're gonna get Kale back anyway, so it's a rough one. I actually think I'm gonna go for Teferi first. I want to force out as much removal from our opponent as possible. So this, and this are... I don't think they're full combo kills, but they're close. Probably land, unfortunately. I don't think you have a 2-mana kill spell. Neat. Corrosion can go? Doing 1 mana way to kill a Bruvac. That's the question. Goodbye to Teferi's Ageless Insight. So I don't know if this works, but I'm pretty sure it does. GG opponent. Yeah, no, I'll let that happen. You do get a reanimate. Pretty powerful stuff. Any card in their deck, too. One of the things I love most about mill decks is that you basically get to see your opponent's entire deck list, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. GG. This is a good game, too. It's a good game, too. About to say, I was looking, because I thought I had deleted my deck template, but that was just a mistake on my part. It wasn't actually deleted. It's just that when you go to choose a deck for a game of Historic Brawl, it won't show you incompleted decks, which makes 100% sense. Don't know why I didn't think of that, but I saw that it wasn't there and I thought that I had deleted it. So I started off today's prep phase I guess it's yesterday's prep phase by um by looking on MTG Goldfish to look at what are the most popular cards in Historic Brawl. And I was mainly looking for the most popular colorless cards, but did not find what I was looking for, so I just hopped on Arena and lo and behold, my deck template was still just there, so maybe it's Angels again. I don't think we've actually done Angels. Well, I have done Angels with this deck, but it wasn't in the video. It was the practice games. But that was a Catilda Angel deck. Not Catilda. Cat. She's Mardu. She's the Mardu legend. When she enters the battlefield, you look at the top 6 cards of your library, and then you just get to, oh my god. She's quite legendary. Um, hmm. Oh, Ward. That was a punt. Only is +1/+1. Not legendary. We did save some life with our punt, which is nice. We probably should just bite the bullet and play the orb, but no. No, we had to play our commander. We had to do at least a little bit of milling before we die. We're not even going to see Fraying Sanity. Mission achieved, I guess. I don't know. I have a theory that you have different quality of game play throughout the course of a day. Like, I generally don't play early in the morning, but today was an exception. So normally I play in the evening, and I feel like the evening you get a little bit more chill matches, but that might just be mental bias, man. It might just be mental bias. We're gonna do one more. If we go super long, so be it. But these games have all been insanely quick. Yeah, Obosh the Prey Piercer shouldn't be a long game. $3 million, I think. Rolling Mage. We have an early one. We have a one ring. This should do everything I want it to. I might play my mage as a blocker. Yeah, I think I will, because our opponent is likely holding up removal. And if we can get a clock going, our opponent might be tempted to use it, even though they know the commander is what really needs to have removal sent his way. Obosh coming down. 2 turns early. You love to see it. Old Bruvac. No attack. He named Bruvac. I don't know. I started up a game of Stellaris recently because it's one of the games that I do want to actually learn how to play at some point. I just never make it very far because the games are so long and much uncalled for. And they generally don't amount to much. Opponent. Gonna try to burn me out now. Ooh, excuse me. The Obosh as a companion is kind of interesting because not only is his companion restriction related to odd mana values, but his ability only works on odd mana values as well. We didn't lose anything. Let's do it the right way. Consuming Tide will pick up our one ring, so at this point we kind of just want to jam it. Rude. I was gonna block with that. Just double the damage too. Not even like a little plus, it's a double. Ouch. One. We can do this. And do this, which doesn't make much sense, but each player chooses. Obosh still just kills me. This has been a complete failure. I don't know why I thought the game might go long, but I was hopeful. I was at the very least hopeful. I might wait now. hour or two to see if anything changes or just test decks, but we'll see. If you guys did enjoy this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time around. Bye for now.